the magic of sunlight on the edge of a small, peaceful village. A boy named Leo lived with his grandmother. Leo loved to play outside, but lately he had been spending most of his time indoors, glued to his tablet. He barely went out, not even to play with his friends. His grandmother, wise and caring, noticed this and decided to teach him a lesson in a magical way. One evening, she called Leo to the garden. "Leo, tomorrow I have a special surprise for you. But you must wake up early," she said with a wink. Leo was curious. A surprise? That sounded exciting. The next morning, just as the first rays of sunlight peeked over the hills, his grandmother gently shook him awake. "Come, my dear, let's go on an adventure." Still sleepy, Leo followed her outside, but something felt strange. The village, which was always full of life, looked dull. The trees drooped, the flowers were pale, and even the birds seemed quieter. Leo rubbed his eyes. "Grandma." "What happened?" His grandmother smiled. "What do you think is missing?" Leo looked around. He had never seen the village like this before. Then it hit him there was no sunlight. The sky was covered in thick, dark clouds. "Where's the sun?" he asked. His grandmother nodded. "Good question. Come, let's see what happens when the sun disappears for too long." First, they walked to the garden. Leo's favorite tomato plants looked weak. The leaves had lost their rich green color. His grandmother picked up a droopy plant. Without sunlight, plants can't grow properly. They need sunlight to make their food through photosynthesis. Leo frowned. He had learned about photosynthesis in school, but seeing the weak plants made it real. Next, they went to the village pond. Normally, it was clear and sparkling, but today, it looked murky. "The sun warms the water," his grandmother explained. "Without it, the pond becomes too cold, and the tiny creatures living in it can't survive." Leo shivered at the thought. Then, they reached the town square where children usually played. But today, the kids looked tired and grumpy. "Sunlight gives us vitamin D," Grandma said. "Without it, we can feel weak, tired, and even sad." Leo thought about how he had been feeling lately sleepy, sluggish, and sometimes moody. Could it be because he wasn't getting enough sun? Just then, a strong wind blew, pushing the thick clouds aside. A golden ray of sunshine broke through, and suddenly, everything changed. The trees stood taller, the flowers brightened, and the pond glistened. The children cheered and ran to play, their energy restored. Even Leo felt a warm, happy feeling inside. His grandmother smiled. "See, my dear, the sun is life. It helps plants grow, keeps the earth warm, and even makes us feel happy and strong." Leo grinned. "I think I've been spending too much time indoors, Grandma. From now on, I'll play outside more." His grandmother chuckled. "That's the spirit. Just remember, the sun is our friend, but always wear a hat and sunscreen, okay?" Leo laughed and ran toward his friends, eager to enjoy the golden sunshine. From that day on, he never forgot the magic and importance of sunlight.